Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to Synchronicity. I am your host, Nadiya Shah, and this is your moment of synchronicity. I am in Mexico City right now at the Anastrome conference. Now, this is a conference that celebrates the best astrologers in Mexico, yes, but also in the Latin world. And it's just been such a privilege and really such a high to just bring together my two joys, my two great loves at this point in my life. As regular friends and fans out there know that the spirituality of Mexico has certainly captured my attention, been an important part of my growth this last year and a half. And so I'm really, really grateful just to have this moment to affirm that with you. Also, I'm here, as I said, with some of the best astrologers in the world, astrologers who are doing amazing things. I've had the chance to meet some of them, talk to some of them, and learn from some of them as well, thanks to this conference. And I am here with one of the organizers of the conference and also one of the people that I've been learning from this weekend. Thank you so much for being here, Cecilia.
Thank to you, Nadia. I'm very pleased to be here.
So I am going to ask you to, because you are a very accomplished astrologer and have done a lot really contributing to our field. Thank you for that, for being a part of the evolution of astrology. But I'm hoping what you could do, state your full name, okay, because it's a beautiful Latin name. And at the same time, talk a little bit about the different things that you've accomplished, because you write and you have these cards and then you're active in the community and all this amazing stuff. So how about we go through some of that? So what is your full name?
Okay, my name is Cecilia Ortiz Bullee Goyri. That is a mixed name. It's a complex last name. All right. Well, what I'm doing now, I am the director of La Casa del Astrólogo. That is a school of astrology. It was set up around 2001. So we have been here 13 years working on astrology, teaching astrology. We love to teach astrology. And also we help people to certificate for NCGR. Actually, I am the NCGR Mexico City chapter president. That is also the correspondence with the Consejo Mexicano para la Investigación Geocósmica. That is also, I am president there. And what I do, well, I love teaching. I love giving lectures. Also, we wrote a book with 12 Latin American astrologers. Well, not also Latin American, Spanish-speaking people. We have people from German that speak Spanish, people from Spain. Also, Stephen Forrest is part of this book, and we translate his article to Spanish. So this wonderful book is called Cita con los Astrologos, right? So that is beautiful. I mean, I love the name. So each one of us wrote a chapter, what he wanted to write and give to the audience to read. So also another thing that I have is I made some flashcards. What are the flashcards? Are small cards, sheets of paper with every planet, every sign, and has its own characteristics, its own main words, their symbolism. So these flashcards help people to teach, help people for learning. Also, when you are reading a chart, you can look at them and get some ideas, new words, in order to construct your reading. You know what I mean? So give you elements to and information to help you in your reading.
So it's a great learning tool, obviously. But when I heard about your cards, I thought people can also use them like tarot cards if they wanted, like a form of divination.
All right. Also, they can maybe they have all the cards and choose one and take that one. Maybe you got Jupiter, so that is good. Look, so you can read what Jupiter means about. So that can help people. Also, it's like a certain of entertaining thing. But sometimes when I go to a party, I take the Astrolabio, but because all these cards, the whole name is Astrolabio, right? There are 22 cards. And I took them to a party. So everybody is playing with the cards and asking which sign are you and what would you like this planet. So it's very fun, and they are very, very fun.
And so you wrote a chapter in an anthology. I know a lot of people are really proud of it. And some of the writers were at this very impressive conference. Congratulations. The conference was great. It was so great. And what I really loved is, I'm learning Spanish, as some friends and fans know. And so for me, what I loved was that even though I'm just learning Spanish, astrology is a language. And I was really able to follow along, but also that we have this family of astrologers, and it doesn't matter that I'm learning the language and other people are native speakers. Still, I could learn so much. And so it really meant a lot to me. And then the event itself was so successful. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Also, when you are right when you said astrology is a language, and also when that's the importance of a symbol. But when you see Saturn and you see the glyph of Saturn, you know what it means. Even though one people could be from China and another one from Canada, from Mexico, from Africa, wherever, everybody knows what Saturn means. Only looking at the symbol. So I really love astrology, and this kind of congress that we just held this weekend, that is called Enastrome. I am part of the steering committee from the Enastrome, and also there were three days of full astrology learning. People is coming from many parts of the country, from many parts of America. Also, we have people from Colombia, from Venezuela, from Brazil. So it's very nice about that. And this Enastrome is the third year we are having that. So I think it has been a complete success, because sometimes in Mexico people do a congress, made a congress, but just 1 year. And now we have been 3 years doing this congress. And people is very motivated, encouraging it, to participate with us, people to come and learn, to meet people from other countries. So they love it.
I know for me, I love going to these conferences because as an astrologer, a lot of times you're sort of just doing your own thing, right? You're practicing, you're learning, and you can feel sometimes like an alien, because people are coming to you and they want answers and stuff, which is great, which is what we do, right? But at the same time, it's like being with your people who, and you were saying earlier about a language. When you say to an astrologer, Saturn is conjunct my ascendant, you don't have to say much else. You don't have to explain what that
I
means.
choose Saturn. That's the funny thing. Now I choose Saturn to explain now. Yeah, I mean, I am very glad you are coming here with your show. Thank you very much to you also. Yeah, because you interview people, and you are helping us that people around the world know what is Mexico doing about astrology. And that's very important. I really thank you about that.
I mean, I said just earlier in the introduction and also before we started, because I always set an intention for the show before I start recording. And I said that this place, Mexico, has really helped me as an astrologer and my personal spiritual path as well. So it's such a small thing for me to give back, and it's just such a privilege. And one of the other organizers, Louis Michel Fox, who's been on this show before because he's the author of an incredible book as well on Pancho Villa and the Bull of Taurus. So he's talked about that on my show last year. And so when he invited me, it just felt so perfect. So it's just such a privilege to be here. So before I let you go, I do want to know a little bit about the essay that you wrote in this anthology. Like you said, Stephen Forrest is in this. Now, Stephen Forrest has been on my show like 2 times. And I know that a lot of people have seen that interview. And so he is so respected. But a lot of people in that book are respected as well. You've made your contribution to that anthology. What did you write about in that anthology?
Okay, I wrote about fixed stars and your personal destiny. I really love the stars. I think sometimes we, the astrologers, are connected with a computer. We are connected with a chart, with a piece of paper. But astrology is much more than that. I think we need to look at the sky and understand what's going on up there. But fixed stars were the first stars people knew. And all their symbolism with the constellation is very powerful. So this part of my chapter has a first part, some astronomical data, very, very, very small. Then I am describing why I choose certain kind of stars to write about. Because which one I choose, that ones that are the brighter. Because I think the brightest stars have more influence. Why? Because they have more light. You know what I mean? So that's beautiful. And that part, then I wrote also about which star belongs to the zodiac. I wrote about each zodiac sign, which star has everyone. And also I wrote, let's say, some reading, some meanings for each of the main stars I choose about. So you can, let's see, if you have you said your ascendant is in Cancer. I'm sorry, I give it away. But let's say you are conjuncting Sirius. Sirius, it's a very famous star. It's the brightest star in the sky, the brightest. So that make people that is notorious, that is famous, that they love animals, especially dogs, because it belongs to Can, the Canis constellation. So I really love it. I maybe you need to get into the book, look the stars you have on your chart, and check if they are the main ones, the lighter ones, and check the meanings. So you can find something very interesting about you that maybe you didn't know about.
And what's great about the fixed stars, there's such a strong tradition in astrology of using the fixed stars. And I think about how really you want to look at planets conjuncting these stars, chart angles conjuncting these stars. All of these would make the symbolism of that star that much more important in your own life as well.
That's right. And also in this part, you need to combine the meaning of the star with the meaning of the planet or point that is conjuncting, because the fixed stars, I take it more for a conjunction. I think it's the best aspect you can choose. And also you have to look at the house of the chart that it is taking place, because all the elements plus the planet give certain meanings of your life that you didn't know, or maybe you knew but you couldn't explain it just with the planet itself. You see, so that's why I invite you to discover your chart from another side.
Well, what's great about astrology is that there's always something new to learn, and fixed stars eventually, especially once you're an intermediate student or advanced student, fixed stars become a part of that path, certainly. So thank you so much for sharing about that. And people, if they want, they can look into that anthology and they can learn more about fixed stars. And hopefully that'll inspire some people out there to learn more. And also you have your cards as well. So that sounds like a lot of fun to play with. Thank you, Cecilia.
You're welcome. Thank you very much,
And
Nadiya.
thank you so much for being here to celebrate Cecilia and all her amazing work in astrology, and also celebrating astrology in Mexico with me. Until we connect again, take care.